Good evening, people, everyone, and welcome to the stream. So today we are flying from Bogotá, Colombia to a place that I want to pronounce it. I don't want it because it will not come good. So we're flying to Honduras today, and we already departed here from Bogotá. So well, some people here will recognize it. This is a standard airport that comes with the game. So I see that Eddie is here. Welcome to the stream and to the chat. So we do a quick overview of the airport. Later on we have more time because we do real boarding time, and so it will take a while. But this is standard, all standard. And today we fly with the FENIX A300, the older version, so the 200 version, and not a Neo. So this is our plane for today. And so we fly with Avianca Colombia, and we fly to Honduras. So flight time for today will be around 2 hours and 28 minutes, so pretty long. And then also I want to show the map for today, and I just need to prepare it. So here, that's me. That's not a map. I was looking for the map. So here you get the map. So from the bottom right to the top left, and it will be around 2 hours and 28 minutes. So let's jump into the plane. I had some issues last time with the plane, with the throttle levers, and it was not working. Sometimes it was working, and then after 20 minutes it was not working anymore. But normally it should work now, so hopefully it stays like this. So we can already power up the airplane. We do that external power, and batteries 1 and 2. Alba Pino 65 Hotel Echo Lima Lima Oscar from France, a cheese and wine like usual with peanuts. So thank you very much, mate. Hope you are doing well. Alba Pino Phoenix, oh, I love it, mate. Well, it's a nice plane, but last time I needed to change to the fly-by-wire because of the throttle issue. I also made a change in the app that comes with the plane, where you can render the plane from your CPU or your GPU. So standard it's set by the CPU, and I changed it to GPU to see the difference. But my CPU gets still a lot of load. Don't know what the issue is there. Alba Pino, all good today, first day of the week and work. Well, yes, it's a Monday evening for us, also in France. So the first day is done for the people in Europe. So 4 more days to go for the most people. So we can continue, and then we prepare immediately for boarding, because we take a real-time boarding, and that will take a time or some time, and then we go to a look air tool because we are also running that today, and then we prepare for boarding.
Cabin crew, prepare for boarding.
So the temperature here in Bogotá is 16 degrees Celsius. So we will connect the jetway, and thanks for not working. Oh, it's moving, really. Before it was working, of course. No, it's not. We try it like this, okay, and every time when I load the game, this is okay, but if I change to drone cam and then come back, parts are missing all the time. So that's still not fixed. And then we also do the baggage. So there we go. And then we can go to mass and balance. So we see that we have 150 people for today, and also the baggage will be 3,502 kilograms, and the planet fuel is 11,440 kilograms. And we also can see that there is already 3,000 kilograms in the aircraft. So we will load the aircraft, and we do it real time. That will take 25 minutes. So we will see how that goes. And so cargo is already going in, also the fuel. Passengers are not going in yet, and now it's one person is on board, and that is working as well. It's just a loader is not connecting properly, or it takes a while. So and then we go into the init page, and then we request the flight or the flight plan. So there we have it. Departure airport, destination airport, alternate, and then we need to put in the flight number, and for that I need to go to a sim brief, and also board the passengers in a look here tool. So flight number is AVA, and then 1919, and that's not correct. And so now I need to delete. So 19. Okay. So AVA, and it's a bit difficult to see with the sunlight here. We are flying a real time, real weather. So 789 and 1919 flight number, and then cost index will be 5. So the cost index, and then cruising altitude will be 36,000 feet, so flight level 360. So that's in. You can also request a wind. Normally it should work. Here we go. So we go next phase. That's all filled in, and then we can go back, and we go to the flight plan. Sean, welcome to the stream, mate, and to the chat. I hope you are doing fine. Hope all is well. Yes, it is. It is. I'm fine. So the the first day of the week, actually, for streaming. Yesterday it was the last one of the week, and so today we fly the FENIX, as you can see, with the Avianca livery from Colombia. and hope everything stay working. So departure, I need to check that first. So we request a taxi. Lanok, hola, todo bien? Todo bien. Well, everything okay, and thank you for joining us, and hope you are doing well. So welcome to the stream. Sean, nice, I will be back during cruise. Okay, thank you, and take care of your work. So I believe you are working. So 1-3 right, so I need to adjust my flight plan, of course, like so many times, because I selected 31 left, so it will be 13 right that we will use today. Alright, so we are there. Why I'm here? What changed? Nothing. So departure 13 right. It's this one. And then we look for something with a T. And I believe it's this one. Top K1 right. So it's this one. And then we insert that, and then arrival, as we can see, we don't have much choice. So runway 20, and that will be RNAV. Oops, that's not correct. So we go back, arrival, and then we select RNAV 20. Well, look, vamos, that's the only thing that I can read. So the other things I cannot read. I'm sorry for that.
Vanessa, Alejandra y Alejandro, les damos la más cordial bienvenida a bordo del vuelo de Avianca. Extendemos un cordial saludo a todos nuestros socios Lifegoods. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Avianca Star 1 November for the Captain Carlos Dardano, First Officer Luis Bonilla, for Cabin Purser Sofia Umaña, and the rest of the crew. Vanessa, Alejandra y Alejandro, welcome to you on board this Avianca's flight. We'd like to extend a special welcome to all members of Lifegoods.
And so that was that. Meantime, I'm checking the flight plan, and it's look wonderful. So we can also check our plan already. It looks a bit weird. So we will check from the beginning. So the beginning is okay. Just the end that we need a 180. We need to do a 180, it seems. And then we go a bit closer. So we go from TNT to Melvo. And where is Melvo? Okay, so Okay, we will try to do that. Not the most ideal. Landok, today we are going to land in Panama and watch the canal. Okay. We don't land in Panama, but we will land in Honduras, and I will not pronounce the name of the place because I can try that 100 times and it will not work. So in the meantime, we keep an eye on the people that are boarded. So 62 for now. Cargo is in, still refueling. So it takes at least 25 minutes to board the passengers. So cruising altitude will be on 36,000 feet. So that's already set. Yeah, voila. And then we set also our speed. It will be around 220, something like that. And then we can also put those on. So beacon light can on, and then also a logo and a navigation light, and that's it for now. So the noise that you hear are the blades from the engine. So then in the meantime, we plan our pushback. So we don't lose too much time. So loading is done. So we can also disconnect that. And then we will place our plane somewhere here. And there we go. And then we can disconnect baggage. And there we go. And also the catering. Lanok for 4 days in 90 and 96, no 69, I'm sorry. So for 4 days in 69, what came to be known as the football war was fought. El Salvador invaded neighboring Honduras, but lost the battle for airspace. Okay, very nice to know that. So Lanok, actually, are you from there? Because I don't remember that you said from where you were. Are you from Colombia? So for the people that want to see the airport, let me know. We departed here already before. I think two times already, I think. So if you want to see the airport, this is just a standard airport that comes with the game. But if you want to see it, let me know. We are still some time. So we have 85 people on board, so it will take a little bit longer. So we have the flight in here. Don't watch the times. So we have the meter for the arrival and alternate and departure. This is our route so 1046 nautical miles. So then we have also the ground service, and then the page that we already saw with loading things, and then also plane state. We start always from cold and dark. The plane don't do that all the time, because when you load it first time, so the people that own it know and that it is already powered on, and then it switch off. So I hope they will fix that. And here you can set also your everything what you want to change in the cockpit or for the plane. I try to save it, but it don't save. I don't know. If I put this in kilograms, I save it. Next time I load it, it's changed again. So that is not working, at least for me. And so for the rest, everything is set. No co-pilot today. Miss Lazy was not in the mood. This we can put that on, but it's also not working. This will be accessible after a sim update 10, and then all the devs can get access to the weather thing, and then they can make it for their planes. So we go to flight plan again, and that is set, and then we can go to the performance page, and we'll fill that in when everyone is on board. Landog, the start today has started very well. Keep it up. Thank you very much. We do our best to make it as smooth as possible, and we try also to do it better and better every time. But sometimes we face some issues, but also for this thing I don't know how you can open it to make it a seat. I tried it already for a long time, but I guess someone needs to stand here instead of sitting. I have also a Sim Toolkit Pro running to see if that makes a difference for the landing rating, just to check it, nothing special. So those things can also open and you can test it. Everything can be moved. So it's a nice airplane, but yeah, needs an update as well, like all the other planes that came out. Also the 146 got another update again today. Yesterday it was, I believe, 1.3, and now they had a fix for it, so it's a 1.4 now. That plane we will test tomorrow. So tomorrow we fly in Australia, or we depart in Australia. So this is also a bit placed awkward, but it's all fine for now. So we are still waiting for all the passengers. So 117 on board, and we need 150. Also weird thing, SimBrief gave me first 175 passengers, but that don't fit in the plane. This plane only accept 160 or 162. So I needed to change that. Maybe it has something to do with the cabin layout. Was it this plane that you can change the layout in one class or two classes? I don't remember. So I will not count the seats, but it says 160 or 162, and SimBrief gave me 175. So we just need a little bit more time. So still 25 people need to come on board. In the meantime, we can play a bit with the windows, because we can use some air. We open that. Also, Avianca in Colombia was founded in 1990. No, 1919. That's it. And so it has 100 planes and 11 on demand or planet. So the average age of the planes are 8.4 years old, so pretty new. And they have 12 Airbus A319 or 13, yes, 13. And then they have 68 Airbus A320. 55 of them are 200s like we fly today, and 13 are the Neo version. They have also the Airbus A330, and they have 5 of them of the 200 series. And then they have 14 and 787 Dreamliners. 13 of them are the 8 series and 1 is the 9. So that makes 100 planes. So they have, in the future they will also have 10 more of the 200s and 1 more from the Neo Airbus A320. It's a bit weird that they will get more 200s. So 137, we are almost there. And then we can start up this plane, or just prepare it. Lanok, you look to feel good today, not tired and not cold. Good voice too. Yesterday was a mess. Oh yes, well, yesterday I came home from work, let's say 2 hours and 30 minutes before the stream, and then you need to, I was awake from 4 o'clock in the morning, so I came home at 6:30 in the evening, and started the stream at 9 o'clock. So between, I needed to shower, eat, and play a bit with my son, put my son in bed, and then start up the stream. And so yeah, it's sometimes very hard, very long days. So today I slept a bit during the night, late in the night, and then a bit of the morning, and then it was a busy day again. So someone told me yesterday, or asked me, that I get a cold again. Just maybe that I was too tired. It's actually not a good idea to do that, a stream on a Sunday. But yeah. So 2 more people, 1 more, and then we can continue with setting up the plane, and then we can start up the APU and taxi. So boarding complete. So there goes the jetway. We check if our door will close. Yes, indeed, it's closed. And now we can go to, actually back to the init page. There's a second page. So block fuel will be 11,404, so 11.4. 11.4. Alright, and then we calculate. Oh, this is the plane where you cannot do that. Alright. As you can see. So we check here. So 59 point, let's say 59.6, 59.6, and then 28.8, 28.8. So that's this, and then we calculate this, and then we can go to the performance page. So that's what flaps 1 up and 0.0, and then flex temp will be 48, and I believe we need to calculate the V speeds. And good thing, because I don't know anymore how to do that. I think there was a page here. So aircraft loaded.
Traffic.
So we have the passengers list. We don't need that. Alright, so I need to look for that page. Of course we need to go here, and there it was. So this is our code 13. We start and it's dry and synchronize. It says temperature 18. And then normally we can calculate this. So okay. Normally packs need to be on. Anti-ice off. Force toggle. Like this, and then we try it again. So V speeds, V2 will be 146, also VR, so we put in 146, that's V2, and 146 as well for VR, and then we check V1 127. That's a big difference. Actually we set, we have no flex temp here, so 127 we put that in, and voila. So everything is set here. Just the last check, and then we start the APU. So we can start the APU now. And there we go. And then we wait for that. So for the new people here, if you like what you are seeing, please like and subscribe. Every subscriber is important for me. It will help the channel to grow and to give you more and better content. So we wait for the APU. And we also need to get rid of the cones. I don't remember where they are located. So APU is starting. Once it's started, we can put on the APU bleed. So APU is ready, so APU bleed can come on, and then we get rid of the cones. Let me check where they are. The ground surface, and then shocks and cones can go, so that's okay. And then we can disconnect the external power. There we go. We have also a side stick thing that is not calibrated, it seems, but we don't care about that. So we will ask for pushback.
En este momento explicaremos el uso y localización
So
de los equipos de seguridad del avión. Por favor, dirija su
we start
atención a los monitores.
engine number 2.
Please direct your attention to the monitor that shows the safety features of this aircraft.
Su seguridad es muy importante para nosotros. Lo invitamos a observar las indicaciones
Lanok,
del video
you have
a
a thumb up
continuación.
from
Para abrochar
Lanok.
el
Thank you
cinturón de
very
seguridad,
much, mate.
inserte la parte de metal dentro de la hebilla.
Always a pleasure.
Ajústelo alando el extremo. Para desabrocharlo, levante la parte superior de la hebilla. Si se presenta una pérdida de presión en la cabina, las máscaras de oxígeno caerán automáticamente. Tome la más cercana o ale la cinta roja para acceder a la máscara. Cubra nariz y boca, pase el elástico alrededor de su cabeza e inhale para activar el flujo de oxígeno. Si viaja con niños o personas que necesiten
So,
asistencia,
it seems our
ajuste
pushback
su propia máscara
truck has some
antes de
troubles.
ayudarlos. Continúe utilizándola hasta que la tripulación lo indique. El chaleco salvavidas está localizado debajo o a un lado del asiento. Para utilizarlo, pase su cabeza por la abertura. Asegúrelo pasando la cinta alrededor de su cintura. Abróchelo y ajústelo a su medida, alando del extremo. El chaleco no debe ser inflado dentro de la cabina. Al salir del avión, ale de las dos perillas rojas para inflarlo o sople a través de los tubos rojos que se encuentran a cada lado. Una luz de localización se activará al contacto con el agua. Este avión cuenta con 8 salidas de emergencia, cada una de ellas con tobogán balsa para evacuación en tierra y agua. En caso de evacuación, bandas luminosas a lo largo del pasillo o luces en la parte baja de los asientos le guiarán hacia la salida más cercana. Identifíquela. Esta puede estar incluso detrás de usted. Frente a su silla encontrará una tarjeta con información de seguridad. Le recomendamos leerla antes del despegue. Verifique que su cinturón de seguridad esté abrochado, el respaldo de su asiento en posición vertical, la mesa individual asegurada y que el equipaje de mano, portavasos y control remoto estén guardados y asegurados. Asimismo, le recordamos que está prohibido fumar, incluso cigarrillos electrónicos, y que desactivar los detectores de humo en los baños es prohibido por ley. Gracias y disfrute el vuelo.
Your safety is very important to us. We invite you to watch the following safety video. To fasten your seatbelt, insert the metal end into the buckle and adjust it by pulling the strap. To unfasten it, lift the plate on top of the buckle. In case of a loss of air pressure, oxygen masks will drop from the unit above your seat. Take the closest one or pull the red strap to get the mask. Cover your nose and mouth. Pass the elastic band over your head and breathe normally.
We start
Oxygen
engine
will
and
flow
number
through the
1.
mask. If you are traveling with kids or anyone who needs assistance, put your mask on first before helping them. Do not remove the mask until instructed by a crew member. A life vest is located under or beside your seat. To use it, put it over your head, pass the strap around your waist, and adjust it. Do not inflate the life vest while in the cabin.
I cannot turn it off now.
When leaving the aircraft, inflate the vest by pulling on the red tabs or blowing into the red tubes. A light will turn on automatically upon contact with water.
And so
Need emergency exits. All equipped with
engine
slides
1
for
is almost
evacuation
ready.
on land,
Parking
and
brake is
life
set.
rafts for water landings. In case of evacuation, lighting strips on the floor will guide you to the exits. Please locate your nearest exit. It may be
Engine 1 is available,
in the seat back
and so we
pocket in
can
front of
turn
you,
off
you will
ignition.
find a safety information card. We advise
And
you
then
to read it
if you
before
bleed
takeoff.
off, and then
Please
if you
make sure
master
your
switch
seatbelt is
off,
fastened, your
taxi
seat
lights
back in
on,
the upright position, your tray table
and then
stowed,
we are ready
hand
for
luggage,
taxi.
cup holders, and the remote control must be stowed and locked.
Flaps 1,
We remind you that smoking is forbidden, including
so
electronic
there we go.
cigarettes. Tampering with smoke detectors is prohibited by law. Thank you and enjoy your flight.
We just don't can forget our windows, because the windows are still open. It's only 16 degrees Celsius here. So I will put the volume a bit higher back. Lanak, hope you have a good takeoff. Well, I hope too. Today we're flying the yoke again, and normally I should fly the joystick because it's an Airbus, but today we fly the yoke just to see how it handles with this plane. Yesterday I had a good landing with the 737 from PMDG with the yoke, so we will try to do the same today. The only difference is that we land in Honduras. The runway is shorter and we need to go over some hills. Not the highest hills, but still. Flight time will be 2 hours and 28 minutes. So this was a flight request from the disciple. Actually, he wanted to give me a bit more a challenge. That's why he chose this flight. So Honduras, the runway is a bit shorter than usual, and we need to go over some hills just before landing. So we will see how we will do it. And so we go to 13 right, so that's just the whole other side of the airport. Thank you very much, ATC. And it's like, I see that this plane has no brake fans. Is that correct? I need to check the panel again. I thought I saw that you can change it. I'm not sure, but I need to check it. So once again, a turn. It's more like a racing track. And so we go to the right here. And then we have a long straight towards runway 13 right. So this is our beautiful plane for the Airbus fans. Normally everything will be fine. Everything is set up correctly, I believe. So Lanok, it's just like Indy 500 track. Yeah, I missed yesterday the Indy 500 Le Mans track. Okay. Yeah, I missed the Indy 500 yesterday. So normally I always watch it, but yesterday not. So we are still going. It's a bit weird that they sent me to the whole other side of the airport. It's like we have time enough. But we have already a flight of 2 hours and 28 minutes. And we lost already 25 minutes for boarding. And now we are losing more time for the taxi, so we will be delayed a bit. And our windows are still open, so we need to close them before we take off. Lanok and non-stop, a full throttle and a fly away. Well, actually I could already take off on this part because this was long enough, so it would not be a problem to take off here, but then they will take my license away, I believe. You cannot do that. So we are almost there. And then we can put on the light and close the windows. So we go to the left here. And then we hold a short. Like here. The fantastic remake. So you are going to hold on the runway, and no, we holding here, and then we close the windows. Like this. So you always need to hold a short here, and then you ask permission. And then you put the strobe lights on and the takeoff lights, landing lights, and then you're good to go if you got permission, of course. And we have that, I believe.
Generic 045 exit runway when able.
No, we have no permission, so we need to wait for that. So in the meantime, we will wait here. Lanok, no animals on the runway, you can take off. Good luck. Well, actually we can't because we are not allowed. There is traffic on final. I didn't see a plane, but anyway, now we are cleared. So we can go now. And then we put our clock on. So 2 hours and 28 minutes flight time. And we'll make it quick now. So there we go. No alarm so far. So Lanok, here we go. And I need to sit a bit backward because otherwise I cannot pull my yoke. I'm steering with a joystick. So we need a lot of runway. V1, rotate. And that's not going well. It seems we cannot take off. Well, that's the first time. Didn't go as planned.
Avianca 320, continue for north departure.
So positive rate of climb and gear up.
Continue for north departure.
Well, we have a crosswind. No, it's headwind, but not much, so it's not the wind.
Avianca 320, leaving my airspace frequency change approved.
So we go to climb mode.
Tower Avianca 320 frequency change. Bogotá approach Avianca 320 is type Airbus 3 miles southeast of El Dorado 10,000.
And we are also not following our plan. And I need to power up before we stall.
Squawk 0632 Avianca 320.
Avianca 320 radar contact 4 miles southeast of El Dorado, 11,500 feet.
Yeah, it seems we have a heavy load.
Roger Avianca 320.
So I'm hand flying this thing now. And I try to go back to climb mode, but there is still an alarm going. And what is that? So I don't know why that is. Okay, now it's out. Okay. So we try to make some speed. So down there on the right I have my summer place. Oh, very nice. Very nice. So now I'm wondering why my plane is not following the flight plan. Oh. It seems my flight plan is a total mess. So I need to check the flight plan again, because we have some issues with that. It was looking perfect, but not anymore. Don't know what happened. So lights can come off.
Avianca Tree 20, contact Bogotá Center on 128.6. Good day.
Lanok, at least a little alarm. Hope it will come back or not.
Bogotá Center Avianca Tree
While my plane is doing something
2,400 feet.
Avianca Tree 20,
strange.
Center altimeter 30.27, continue as planned.
So it will follow the plan now.
Avianca Tree
Now we need to turn left.
contact Bogotá, approach on
Okay, that's a good thing.
119.5. Good day.
So I've already top of climb, top of descent, and then I don't know what's going on.
Avianca Tree 20, 17,800 feet.
We will check the plan in the meantime.
30.27, continue as planned. Avianca Tree 20, contact Bogotá
As you
Center
can
on
see,
128.6.
my whole flight plan is gone.
Going to 128.6 Avianca Tree 20. Bogotá Center Avianca Tree 20, flight level 180.
Avianca Tree 20, Bogotá Center, continue as planned.
And down there on the left, you have your summer place too. Well then, you have nice summer places.
Damas y caballeros, si desean, pueden desabrocharse los cinturones de seguridad y caminar en la cabina.
So
We would
we
like to
retract
take this
the
opportunity
flaps.
to welcome you aboard our flight, ladies and gentlemen. The captain has turned off the fasten seatbelt sign, indicating that we are now at cruising altitude. You are free to move about as necessary. However, we do ask that when you are seated, you keep your seatbelt comfortably fastened for your safety and that of those about you. We're expecting a smooth flight, so sit back, relax, and enjoy our hospitality.
So from this plan, and nothing is left over, because the whole plan is gone. I don't know how it comes. And there is, it seems, no way to. We have a disc on here that we didn't have before, so we will clear that. We have 2 times helvo, so that's also not correct. So we have some work to do. Thank you very much, plane. So we go back to the map.
Aries 4145, your tree 8 miles northwest. Descend and maintain
And we
12
also
knots
need
at
to
peak.
put this on
Not above
standard.
250 knots. Expect ILS X-ray runway 13, left approach via Boehm transition. Clear to Boehm.
And then we have another alarm. Interesting plane.
Keep speed. Not above 250 knots. Expect ILS X-ray runway 13, left approach via Boehm transition. Clear to Boehm Aries 4145.
So TJ20 and TJ21. So actually we take this route now. Then we go to Helvo. And we actually need to delete one. So we will clear that one. Like that. And then we clear on this one. So it seems that we go from here and make this tour to the left. So it's a bit weird. And actually we can go directly to Helvo. That's also possible. So let's do that. So we go direct to Helvo, if we find that one. Let's do that.
Aries 4145, contact Bogotá approach on 119.905. Good day.
So we are at 25,000 feet. And then we can check out for the first time when we are still climbing.
Bogotá Center Aries 4145 is passing 12,700 feet, descending 12,000 feet.
So this is the view from the cabin.
Bogotá Center altimeter 29.8.
It's actually the nicest cabin that we have in the game so far.
Aries 4145, contact Bogotá approach on 119.905. Good day. Turkish 801, you are tree 5 miles north. Descend and maintain 12,000 feet. Keep speed, not above 250 knots. Expect ILS X-ray runway 1 tree, left approach, the Avalon transition.
So our destination is 10 degrees warmer, so 26 degrees Celsius. Lanok, a passenger plane crashed last Friday after driving off the runway at a notorious airport in Honduras.
Descend and maintain 12,000 feet.
We have high expectations of you. Good luck. Thank you very much.
The Avalon transition cleared to Vol Turkish 801.
I didn't know about that passenger plane.
121 decimal tree, Aries 4163. Bogotá Center Aries 4163 is passing 14,200 feet.
So we will do our best
feet.
to make
Aries 4163, Bogotá Center altimeter
the end of the flight,
decimal 88,
so we can land safely. So everything was going well until we took off, and then
Bogotá approach on 121.
yeah, the map, you cannot count on that anymore. Where is the map? Where's my map? Here it is.
Decimal tree for Aries
So actually we will go in a straight line. We don't make any turns, not slightly, just in a straight line to the end, because I lost my flight plan. So I don't know how that comes. What I remember is that I don't align my system, so maybe it's because of that. But normally if you wait too long, it's already automatically aligned. But another explanation I don't have. Also the sound inside the cabin I like very much. Yes, we do, normally. Just let me check. And then we check how many minutes we are flying. If it's working, 17 minutes we are already in the air. So flight time expected as 2 hours and 28 minutes, maybe a bit shorter because we are going in a straight line. And so we will see. And then we put that back. As you can see, one straight line. For a long time. We are at, meantime we are at 30,000 feet, and we need to be at 8,000 feet in Helvo. So we put that in program. Helvo. And then we don't know that. Nice. It's actually Malvo. So Malvo, we try that. So 888 nautical miles to go. And at that point we need to be at 8,000 feet. And we will see how the plane will handle that. In the meantime, I also check some settings. So look for sim settings. The units, alright, the callouts, controls, airframe. I thought I saw something for the brake fence, and it's here. So we don't have a knob now, so normally it should be here. You can see some edges here, and you can put the brake fence on, and then you have a knob here, as you can see. And so if I save that now, next time I load it, it's off again, so it don't save that actually. Lanok Inca Maya Aztec who has lived in Honduras. I don't know, mate. I don't know. So in the meantime we are at 32,000 feet. We are climbing very slowly. 600 feet a minute. So it seems that we are very, very heavy. The Mayas. Well, it's possible, but I cannot answer that for sure. So we have a company message. Let me see. Go to Atsu. So a load sheet. So we actually have a load sheet as a message from our company. So packs 150 plus 6. So that are 6 flight attendants and or 4 flight attendants and 2 pilots or something. So zero fuel weight is 59.5. Also very nice that we get that, so we accept that. We already needed to do that before. So we viewed that. First time I see that. In the meantime we are at almost 34,000 feet. And then we can enjoy the beautiful view here. It's a very nice place, a very nice region. So Lanok, you are watching all the time to a very beautiful scenery in real life.
Going to 126.
So it also seems that my CPU has a lot of workload. I see just that OBS is asking 8% of my CPU. I don't think it was ever so high. So this is our livery for today for our company Avianca Colombia. And we are almost at cruising altitude. I will show you the map again, but we're actually flying in a straight line because the most of our plan is missing in the MCDU. It was there before we departed, but suddenly it was gone. So we do a direct, and then it's just a straight line, a long straight line, and then we do the approach from 8,000 feet towards the runway, and then we hope we can land decent. So we check our cockpit again, and we are almost at 36,000 feet, but we are just climbing 500 feet a minute, so very slow. In the meantime, we are flying for 26 minutes. So we'll wait until we are at 36,000 feet, and we can adjust our speed. And I'll leave you just for 1 minute. So I'm back. In the meantime, we are at 36,000 feet, and then we can adjust our speed, so we fly a bit faster. And that will be a bit too fast, and so we go to 265. Let's do that. So after 29 minutes we reached our cruising altitude, and then we can continue with our flight. We'll just check our plan again. All the waypoints are gone. So we can also see the map here on this program, and we can see that we're just flying in a straight line because all the waypoints are missing suddenly. Actually, I'll see if I can get it back. Elliot, hello, welcome to the stream. I hope you are doing fine. And so we are flying for 32 minutes. And we lost the most part of our flight plan. I don't know how that come, but before we departed everything was looking perfect. Elliot, you are doing fine. Hope you are. Well, I'm also doing fine. No problems here. So we are at our first stream of the week, and we're flying with a FENIX A320-200 with Avianca, Colombia, and we're flying to Honduras. So the flight time for today will be 2 hours and 28 minutes. Maybe a little bit faster now, because we lost a lot of waypoints. So we go direct to Malvo. There we need to be at 8,000 feet. And if you see, we are still 777 little miles to go before we reach that point. So meantime we have nothing else to do, everything is set. And then we try to open this thing. Can hold this, but we cannot. So life vest under seat, that's written. So life vest, we cannot reach that, but we cannot open the seat. So that is not working. If someone could open it, and then let me know. But it's not working for me, at least. And then I try to find some other plague spots. So we have also an escape rope here behind the cover. It says so tomorrow we fly the 146 again after the updates, actually after 2 updates, because there was a fix for the latest update, the 1.4. There's already a fix for that one as well. So let's update 1.4 that we fly tomorrow, and then after Wednesday we fly the fly-by-wire A320. And it's a bit different looking than usual, so check it out on a Wednesday. Then we fly in Africa with a fly-by-wire A320. Tomorrow we fly from, I believe, Australia somewhere, Perth I believe it is, and then I don't know the exact destination, but it will be with the 146, the British Aerospace from Just Flight. So in the meantime we are flying for 37 minutes. And we are just checking a bit the plane. Had not much time to check everything of the plane. Just I flew it 2 times or so, or maybe 1 time. And then 1 time I needed to cancel the flight with the plane and jumped over to the fly-by-wire because the throttles were not working properly. So, but now that problem seems to be fixed. But just our flight plan disappeared. I don't know how that comes. Also, some people use the flight assistant, and this plane it's not available. I just use the flight assistant for the communication with ATC, and if that is turned on before you load the plane, this plane, you cannot turn it off. If it's turned off and you want to turn it on, and then you can also not do that when you are in this plane, so you cannot reach that. But there is something that you can do. You can I don't know what file anymore it was. There is one file you need to change one number and then it comes back, so you have it back and you can select what you want. So for the people that are interested in that, let me know, then I'll try to check it, what map and what file it exactly is, to get your flight assistant back, or flight assistant menu back. I also got the information from GH77, so he gave me that information. Thank you very much for that. So once again, this is beautiful weather. And I believe maybe tomorrow I will turn on a storm or something when it's nice weather again. And actually we can check it out with this plane, what the storm will be. And that is because I want to see if we have rain on the, but we are flying too high for that. Let me see what we can do. And then we put rain. And there we go. We're just testing the things a bit out. There are not much people here today, so we can put even snow. And actually we are too high for to see anything, as you can see. So we turn the real weather on again, and then we get no wing flex. And so we need to climb again, it seems. In the meantime, we are flying for 43 minutes and we have still a long way to go. And go to program page, and then we see 701 nautical mile to go. So we are almost back at 36,000 feet. And we go again to 265 indicated. And we have a crosswind of 19 knots. In the meantime, I'll also show you a navigraph. So we are not halfway yet. So I hope also that they will fix the wing flags, because there is totally no wing flags in the air. I thought I saw some wing flags when we landed the last time we flew it, but in the air no wing flags at all. So people will leave you in 1 minute for 5 minutes. So see you guys in 5 minutes. Now that there is not much people here, so I can just take a little break. So we'll be back in 5 minutes. Thank you. So I'm back. Here I am. So in the meantime we check the cockpit. No alarms, always good. And then we see that we still need to do 628 nautical miles. And we are flying for 53 minutes. Normal flight time will be 2 hours and 28 minutes. And then we go and open some vitamins. GH77, welcome to the stream and to the chat, mate. Hope you are doing well and that you had a wonderful Monday, that you enjoy the evening as well. So you love the sound of vitamins in the evening. Thank you very much. I like it too. So I don't know how long you are here, but we had some problems with the flight plan. Everything was looking great, actually. A nice flight plan in the beginning of our setting up everything. Once we took off, the flight plan disappeared, or partly. Just the end is still in the plane, all the rest is gone. So we needed to do a direct, and I hope we also find our top of descent. I can show you the map. So we are flying around 1 hour now, and the total flight time is 2 hours and 28 minutes. GH77, all fine here. Yeah, I watched it a while already, but had some things to do in parallel. Well, yeah, no problem. People have always things to do, even me. So sometimes I need to get some vitamins as well. So I wanted just to set up a poll, and I was thinking to do something different in between, and I was thinking of streaming a pilot's life or on-air company between the regular flights. So, and Friday I will do already a stream, but that will be during the day with a pilot's life on or on-air company. Different sounds good. Okay. So I will put up that poll, and then we will see what the results are. And so there the pole is active. So today I also fly with the yoke instead of the joystick. I know we are flying the Airbus and normally we need to fly that with the joystick, but yesterday we flew the 737 from PMDG and I did a landing with the yoke and it was working very well. So today we will check it if it all also will go as good as yesterday with the Airbus from FENIX. Our takeoff today was not a great success. I think we were a bit heavy. Also, SimBrief gave me 175 passengers. The only problem is that 175 passengers don't fit in this plane. So it has a maximum of 160 or 162. So I needed to change that. Yeah, it's a bit funny. So in meantime we have 2 votes and it's 50-50 for on-air company flights and random flights like we do now. And I just saw today that my license for on-air company expired, so I need to renew that. Yeah, it's a 77, so it's interesting. Yes, it's a weird thing. I don't know how many people exactly can go in an Airbus A320, but I thought it was more than 160 or 162. And SimBrief gave me 175, but this plane don't want that. So it maybe there's just a little bit more leg room. Always nice. Otherwise we are sitting like a sardine in a can. And today I'm also running, actually I don't know the name of that thing anymore. So this is our flight plan. Normally we need to make some little turns, but we are just flying direct to here. So J77, some can sit in the cockpit, some in the toilet, some can be fastened to the wing with seat belts. There's always a way. Yes, indeed. In this plane, if you want to go in the cockpit, you cannot sit there, but you need to stand. Because I still don't know how to figure out this thing. You cannot, you can only fold this, but this cannot be open, so you need to stand against it. when thing is good on that, then you have more leg room. So you have also no idea. Well, yeah. I was playing with it, but it's not working. I also changed the weather because we like to see different weather than always the nice weather. But when we are high or at 36,000 feet, it actually don't make a difference. You just don't see something on the ground. That's the only thing. But when I was testing in Honduras, or watching the airport, it was clouded. Maybe we get some rain as well. Let us hope for that. So also what I saw with this plane is if you go to the MCDU menu, then go to ADSO, and then to this page, then you can also receive messages, and you get actually a company message, and you can in the load sheet, so you can see that we have 150 packs plus 6, so I think that is 2 pilots and 4 flight attendants. I believe you can accept that. I already did that. And also the 0 fuel weight, so that's correct. So G77 today again at no tug for pushback. Someone at VetSim said he had a workaround for it, but didn't work for you. Not VetSim, AVSim. Okay. G77, yes, that's nice. It even changed once because 2 passengers didn't arrive in time. All right. Well, it's the first time I saw that today because I had not much time to check everything out in this plane. Like I already said, the only thing I do is preparing the flights and stream, and then yeah, I have no more time to do other things. Change it, cannot type today. Okay, yeah, maybe it was a very busy and long day for you. Sometimes have same problem. But the pushback thing was also not working for me. It showed up. I asked for pushback, and it came closer, but then it go back again, and then it didn't do anything anymore. But I thought I had a pushback yesterday when I was testing it, and I believe it was working. Maybe it's depending from airport to airport. I also set my my settings in the app for this plane from rendering from the CPU to the GPU. And that's also something that I changed. But I have also the catering is back for this plane, so that is working. The loader is also working. The only thing that I'm still missing, and that's not only with this plane, it was also with the PMDG yesterday. It's actually the stairs. I don't see them. GH77, yesterday did you set the panel back to cold and dark? You mean for this plane? It's always normally cold and dark. I needed to change it, yeah, yesterday, because it was not cold and dark anymore. So I selected cold and dark again. Also, if you select those settings here, like the units in kilograms, and you set everything like you want it, and also those things here, and you click on save, and then the next time you load it, it's changed again, so it actually don't save. So that's also something that I noticed. And so I think I need to update some things. And I don't know what this is, ETP. It's the first time I see it. GS77, oh okay, it works sometimes if I leave it in ready. If I set it to cold and dark and not working no matter which airport, okay. Well, I need more testing with this plane. If I have time I can do some more tests, but for now I not much time, so I need to still find out some things. Also, why my flight plan disappeared. It was all properly filled in, no problems, and when I took off and I selected the autopilot, it didn't want to follow the plan, and then my whole plan was gone. Or just the end. So from Melvo, the ones that you see, Melvo, but as the very end, we need to be there at 8,000 feet. All the rest is gone. Don't know how that comes. GS77, one thing someone suggested was to use the EFB in a browser for pushback. Did not try that yet. Okay. Well, I hope they will update the plane very soon. So that we have a decent plane, that everything will work like it should. So GS77, your flight plan didn't get deleted yet. Well, I think this is my third flight or something. This is the first time I've got this. Everything was in. I need to check what I did after the stream. I will check the beginning of the stream again to see what just happened. Maybe we cannot see it because it was not all the time in this page, but I need to see how it comes. The flight plan got deleted. So you also hope that it will be updated very soon. I was reading today that there will be an update in next week, for the PMDG 737. There will be an update in the middle of, around the middle of next week. So that will be also a nice thing. And the EFB, we will not have it yet. They are still not testing it actually. They are still working on it, but not tested. so we need to be patient for that, but it will be also very nice to have. So in meantime we are flying for 1 hour and 15 minutes, and we still need to fly for 462 nautical miles to Melville. And actually I want to see that we can see our top of descent. But since that we have no decent plan, and so I hope this will work on the correct time, otherwise I need to calculate. So we will trust on that. And that I have always a backup plan that is actually a little nav map. And that show it now the plan or the approach properly. So we have 4 votes, and it's still a 50-50 for or on-air company flights and random flights like we do now. Alright, so no interest so far for a Pilot's Life FE2. That will be the easy thing, of course. The only problem with that one is that you always need to fly with the same company. You cannot just jump in from one company to another company, and then also mostly the same planes depending on the company. But actually that's also a very nice tool. I didn't fly the V2 yet, but I was flying a lot in V1, so I did a lot of flights with that. And so in Avianca, we already had a flight with Avianca in Colombia. So that the company has actually 100 planes and 11 on order or planet. So and the average age is 8.4 years old. So they have the A319, the A320, the A330, and the Boeing 787 Dreamliner. And then tomorrow we fly the 146 from Just Flight, the British aerospace, and we depart in Australia, Perth, and we fly to, actually I don't remember anymore, but that will be in the 146, also updated today and yesterday. Today there was a fix for the update from yesterday. And then Wednesday we fly the Flabawire A320 and in Africa, and it will look a little bit different in a nice way. So if someone has a clue what I mean, then you can put it in the chat. I don't know if it's will be realistic. I didn't check that out, but it's actually a nice touch. And we still have that clapping sound if we change the camera. So if we go from the inside to the outside, you can still hear the clapping sound. There you go. And no wing flags at all. So I also hope that they will update that. So today it's actually a flight request that we have. G77, oh yes, all windows must be broken by now. Yes, indeed. So there is no flex at all. I thought I saw some flex with the landing on the wings. And the first time I landed, or the second time in Innsbruck, but in the air here we don't see any flags. So I was saying that this flight is actually a flight request from the disciple. He wanted to give me some more challenge, and the airport in Honduras is yeah, the runway is a bit shorter, and there are also hills on both sides of the airport. So we need to go over those hills and then descend. They are not that big hills, but hills are hills. So we will see how we manage that. And still nice weather. And I'll show you the map again. Now you can see that we are not on the route anymore, but that we just go in a direct towards the airport. The shortest way, actually. And so once again, flight time 2 hours and 28 minutes in total, and we are flying for 1 hour and 24 minutes. So let's say around 1 hour to go, and still 388 nautical miles. Also, weird thing is this starts to blink when you need to put it in standard. If you put it in standard, then you get faults here, or here you get some faults. Then you need to put it back, and then after you need to try again. So it's a bit weird. And next time we use this plane, then we will test if we can depart with the windows open and see what it will give. If they will close automatically or we just will die. Also, a nice touch is when your engines are not running anymore, then you have your propeller coming out. So to give the systems some power, and I accidentally pushed this button. Auto land, okay. The Disciple morning mate. Oh, this is my flight request. Cool. Yes, this is your flight request. I checked out the airport in Honduras already, so I know that there are some hills in front of the airport, actually on both sides, so that's what I know already. And just a quick update, this is the livery Avianca from Colombia. We are flying for 1 hour and 27 minutes, and we still need to go for 366 nautical miles. And a very good morning for you, the Disciple. I hope you had a wonderful night and everything will be fine. The Disciple, how are you today, mate? I'm fine, and yes, it's night. It's 11:21 in the evening, so we still need to fly 1 hour exactly. Oh, and GH77 get sorry, GH77. So Nightbot says, what an interesting hypothesis. Stop spamming symbols. I changed the symbol number to 6, so at least he gave 7 symbols or something. Well, because also Sean was blocked by Nightbot because he put 4 symbols or something, so I changed that to 6. Well, the Disciple, I think, should be a moderator anyway. He's been super helpful around here. You are very, very right on that. but it's up to you, mate, your stream. G77, I'll leave it up to you. If you want, you can. But if you say too much responsibility, there is no responsibility. Actually, yes, there is responsibility, but we are all mature and wise enough to do what you need to do and not to do what you don't need to do. The disciple knows exactly what I mean. So G877, if you want, let me know. The disciple is also a moderator, so you can join the club. And I think a moderator cannot be banned, I believe. If you use emojis or whatever, you cannot be banned for or get a timeout or something. So sometimes some things I don't mind, but it's just for the protection of the stream. All kind of people come in, so you know. So I leave the decision with G877 if he wants to do it or not. So but I think I missed some messages. I will check. The disciple, yeah, just I'm not always here, and I come on late. Good to have someone else. Amazingly, Bear doesn't really come here anymore too. So yes, you're right. But I'll leave it up to him if he wants. Then he is, of course, our welcome. For me, it's okay, of course, because G877 is a guy that knows a lot of things, and is very helpful here for me, for everyone. So that's a good to have. The disciple, the engine seemed so quiet on this thing, mate. Well, I hear a rumble, and maybe it's my headset is a bit loud, but I can hear them, and from the outside also okay, I think. And then we have the cockpit, we have more wind noise, and then we have, of course, a warning. My side stick, calibrate null zones. Alright. I don't want to touch that actually. Go away. So I don't want to mess with the calibration again, because I'm too scared to lose my throttles again from working. So the disciple, you don't need to worry about getting timed out by a nightbot, then at least G877. Yes, indeed. I think so, yeah. The disciple, I can slap nightbot around with these that mouse. Okay, I've caught on it could do anything to me. Well, G77 is very welcome, very helpful, and I would like to have him. Also, I don't know, you guys already know that, but you see that this is also working. When the landing gear is not coming down, you can click it. Of course, no, it's not working. So we pull this, and then we can do that manually. I didn't try it out yet. So, and tomorrow we fly from Perth. We depart in Perth in Australia. I don't know the destination anymore, but we will fly from there in the 146. And then the day after, on Wednesday, we fly in Africa. The Disciple, how is this plane now made? Have you got past the issue with it? Thrust or whatever it was? So far, yes. My thrust lever is working properly. Also thrust reversers are working, and it stays working. Before it worked already 2 times, but then after 20 minutes without doing anything, it was not working anymore. Now it seems to working all the time since Friday. So yes, the problem is solved for now. It just gives the calibration for the null zones on my joystick, but like I just said, I don't want to touch that. I'm just too afraid to lose my thrust levers again from working. So, but for now it's working. Only too bad that we lost our beautiful flight plan, because it was so detailed, everything was in nice. The only thing what was a bit weird was when we came to Melville, it was a sharp turn, actually. Very sharp. It was actually not a turn, it was just an angle of almost 180. So that was a bit weird, but all the rest was very detailed until we took off and lost everything. So Disciple, nice, mate, good to hear. Yeah, I'm happy for that. And also today we will land with the yoke, just to see how it will go today. Normally we should land with the joystick, but for once we will do that with the yoke, with this plane. So let me check the other views. I still need to set all the views better, because number 6 is not set yet. The bears would fell out. Alright. So yeah, I hope it will go as smooth as yesterday, but today it's another day, another plane, so you never know. And I've also another program and it's this one. So you can see from the departure here we fly direct to Malmo, so we don't do this. And we will try to land at runway 20. Disciple, so I was wrong about yesterday. Scott Dixon didn't win, but I heard he was leading for about half the race. Well, I saw some highlights today when my son was in bed and he was still a bit playing. So actually just before I prepared the stream, yes, Scott Dixon actually needed to win the race because he was leading most of the time, but he made a little mistake entering the pit, and he got caught speeding in the pit lane. You could see that he locked up his front wheels, and yeah, it was just a little bit over the speed limit in the pit lane, so he got a drive-through, and that cost him the victory. So very sad for him. Just a little mistake, just too fast in the little bit too fast in the, or too late on the brakes before the pit entrance. So yeah, this landing will be interesting. So why you think this will be interesting? But it seems to be very hard also for the IndyCar organization and for the teams to put more cars on the track. Actually, there were 33 cars, what is normal actually, I believe, but most of the years there are more cars that do the qualification, and now they needed to make extra cars actually, or an extra team to have a full field. So it's a bit sad to hear that. The Disciple, because a turn you need to make on approach, and you need to avoid some buildings if you land on, I forget what runway number it is. Yeah, normally I think we will land on runway 20. I believe that is the runway, so we will see. I didn't check it out how I need to fly. I only can see the end on our map here. If you go to plan, and then we zoom in a bit. So this is what's left of my flight plan. So we go to Malmo, make the turn, and then we need to make a turn here as well, just before the runway. So, and then we land at runway 20, if that is correct. So I still need to ask permission for that. There are some little hills before as well, so we will see how that will go. So here we see our top of descent. Jet 77 and Steam Toolkit Pro is a nice tool. with a lot of features, but the landing rates are not very forgiving. However, I tried Volanta today, and they both match in the calculation to my surprise, so I am bad. Well, we will see the landing rating, we will compare it. Before I was also using Sim Toolkit Pro, but now it was a long time ago. I was actually using that in Explain 11. I don't know all the features, but it's a nice free tool. But with all those vitamins, it should be no problem for our pilot. I have faith. Thank you very much. So this is my second can, and now it's empty. So there we go. No vitamins anymore for today, or at least for this flight. So the Disciple 2 G877, it's only really the third challenging one. I gave him, actually maybe the fourth. I gave him Hamilton Island, Wellington and Madeira before. The Disciple Wellington was kinda a letdown, was hoping there will be a lot of wind. Yeah, but I'm always so lucky with the weather. It's annoying, but I'm so. But now in Honduras it was clouded when I checked it the last time. It was today. I also checked it. It was clouded, and so maybe it will rain a bit, hopefully. So there were dark clouds, but if I see now, it's 26 degrees, 25 at this same moment. So we will see when we come there. I tried already with rain and storm in this stream, but actually nothing changed a lot. It just will change with the landing. It will affect the landing, but cruising it's just the same, only you don't see a thing around. So, and still only 4 votes on my poll for today, and that is actually, if the people are interested in air company flights on stream or pilots live V2, or just the random flights like we do now. So it's 50-50 for on-air company and random flights like we do now. No votes yet for a pilots live. And actually I wanted to do Friday in the morning, my time, around 11 o'clock, like last time, a stream, maybe with a pilots live or so. The Disciple, oops, I closed the poll. How do I bring it up again? Well, I don't have an idea. I never did that. I only can put they didn't vote yet, but I know for what you will vote. No. The only thing if I stream pilots live, then it will be always with the same company and a lot with the same plane until I change the company, and then we can do other routes, another plane, another company, but that's only possible once a week, that you can change or apply for another job. So and my license just expired for on-air company. I checked it today. So we check and then we go back to another view. And so we go to program and then we see that we have 185 nautical miles to go before Melville. So we see that we have still 80 nautical miles to go for our top of descent. The Disciple Pilots Lab gave me a few minus 50 landing ratings recently. This is impossible for you. I don't do butter landings. Well, in the Pilots Live V1 I had also some butter landings or minus 50. Yes, but I saw, let me check, on the Sim Toolkit Pro or whatever this is. If you see this landing report, with the Cessna 145, 154 and 104 with an Airbus A320neo, 250, 107, Cessna 107. So yeah. Here Cessna Skyhawk 52, but yeah, that's a small plane. A lot with the Cessna, Airbus 23 with a TBM, and then the 55. There are the big. These are all the small planes actually. The X-Cup minus 11, minus 1. And then I don't see any. That were actually a lot of flights I did with a small planes, and then we have the A320neo and 716 with Brussels Airlines. So on the 612 with the 747, and here almost 2000 with the fly-by-wire. See, here we had some bad landings, really bad. And so the A319, that was in X-plane, of course, 194, the 767 freighter 500, the flight factor Airbus A320, as you can see. Also some very bad landings as well. And of course I have I lost my plan as well. G77. Oh, maybe I should install a V2 then ASAP. Well, I didn't do any flights on V2 yet. I have that program, but I didn't do any flight yet on that. The Disciple, nice mate, that's really good with the TBM. Where's Lanok? I missed the bear jokes. And be right back. I need to eat your brekkie, mate. Okay. Enjoy it. So we are coming closer for our top of descent. And I will just check it if that is correct. It can be. We will see. So yeah, and Lanok, he was here before. I don't know where he is now, but he was here. In the meantime, we are almost flying for 2 hours, 1 hour and 56 minutes. And actually we go to in this mode, and then we can slow down a bit in preparation for our descent. G77, same about the upgrade, but did not use it yet. At the moment, I like to roam the world freely, not the same plane and same company. I'm afraid of getting bored again too soon, as back in P3D and X-Plane 11. Well, I never got really bored of it, but there are also other tools that I use, like On Air Company, also Air Hauler 2. So I liked Air Hauler 2 before I knew Air Company or On Air Company, but you can get very rich in a short time in Air Hauler 2. You just need to find the one flight that makes money, and that is very easy. So yeah, it's actually too easy. That's why I like On Air Company, because you have 4 different worlds, as they call it, and the first 2 are easy, the third and the fourth are pretty hard. So yeah, it's more realistic for the prices. They always updated everything. You don't need to put in your own aircraft or the new aircraft that come out, because they put it in for you, so they are always updating it. So I like that. So I used that a lot. Now it's a while ago, because I'm streaming. I had not much time to use On Air Company, and today I saw my license expired, and so, but actually I want to do it again, or a Pilot's Life or On Air Company, or something like that. But for me, Air Hauler 2 is a bit too easy. And also the layout in Air Hauler 1, I thought the layout was much better than in Air Hauler 2. So we are coming close to our top of descent, and then we will prepare the aircraft for a landing. and already start to sweat. And I was really looking forward to this flight, to fly again with the FENIX. And so, but it's just a bummer for the flight plan. Sean, welcome back, mate. You're on time for our descent. So in 20 nautical miles we start our descent. So we go to 8,000 feet. We already put that in. So there we go. And then we get a speed error at TG 022. Alright. What happened with your flight plan? Well, I don't know. It disappeared on takeoff. It was there when I set everything up, but then when we took off, put it on autopilot, it was gone. So I have only the approach. So I needed to do a direct to, if you see, Melville. I needed to do a direct to Melville because that's the only waypoint I have. And then the rest, what is coming after for the approach, all the rest is gone. I don't know what I did wrong. I don't think that I did anything wrong. I just took off, and but I need to see the beginning again to see where it went wrong. So after the stream I will check the stream again to see if I can find what was going on or where it went wrong. So we have a crosswind of 8 knots, that's nothing. Sean, I'm V8 Kamikaze on Discord. I was the one having the flight plan issue with the fly-by-wire. Okay, it's nice to know that you are V8. That's good. Because sometimes, yeah, everyone has another name in Discord, except G77. And so, why we slow down? Why you don't want to go down? There we go. Sean, who is Vulcan on Discord? That is the disciple. But I also didn't know who was V8, but now we know. At least I know. And so I hope our descent is working well. Maybe I need to go a bit faster. Because normally we have a dot here that we need to follow, but I don't see it. do the first part a bit faster, so we were a little bit late. The Disciple, so it looks like the minus 50 landings rate I got in Pilot's Life was with the fly-by-wire A320, so I should get a few nice landings with it, considering how much I've flown it now. Alright. So I hope we will catch something. So the speed we see here, the dot, but here we have also a dot, but no dot here. So I'm a bit worried about that. And so we have in the meantime 6 votes, so 33% for on-air company, 17% for a Pilot's Life, and 50% for random flights like we do now. Sean, do we use a VNAV now? Well, I hope so. I'll try to catch it, but it seems we don't have it. And actually we have no ILS today, it's RNAV. RNAV, or how you say that in English. In the meantime we are flying for 2 hours and 7 minutes. But normally we should have a dot here. Also this dot is gone now. So I hope we will be on time. We have still 64 nautical miles to do it. So we can see, if we follow this one, then we can see exactly where we will be if we keep this descent rate of 1700. So we take 1800 and then we will be fine, I believe. We will try that. Lanok, and now ladies and gentlemen, the bear is back. Where are my bears? Sleeping? Well, I don't know. I think they eat my flight plan and they went to sleep then, something like that. Sean, I just noticed it's that airport, I will not pronounce that. You know, it's a notorious approach in real life. but haven't attempted in the game. Alright. Yeah, same Sean, I haven't done it in the game either, but here I'm making videos doing it. So yes, the disciple actually requested this flight to give me a bit of a challenge. So also GH77, me neither, curious to see it today. Well, we will see how I will do it and then try to do it better. That will be not that hard. The disciple, I think they felt out the plane already, Lanok. Sean, do you have practiced this approach already? It's supposed to be one of the hardest in the world, and nope, I didn't practice anything. I'm not a cheater, I don't practice. Before, in the beginning, I was checking my flights with a fly-by-wire to see if the flight plan was working well, but I really don't have the time anymore, so I don't do it. I just check out the airport to see what runway I need to land, and sometimes it changed. So that's the only thing I do. But I have no time outside my streams to fly anymore. So Lanok map. Here is the map. So we are almost there. So Sean, looks like Lanok finished updating. Yes. So we are all back. I try to zoom in the map a bit, and so we can see better. So this is the map.
Damas y caballeros, para el aterrizaje verifique que el cinturón de seguridad esté abrochado y ajustado al respaldo del asiento y la mesa individual en una completa posición vertical. Las persianas de las ventanas deben estar abiertas y que todo su equipaje de mano esté asegurado debajo del asiento frente al suyo. Asimismo, le recordamos que no se permite fumar a bordo, incluyendo cigarrillos electrónicos, y les pedimos muy amablemente dejar los audífonos proporcionados por la tripulación encima de su asiento. Gracias.
Still need to put in the landing rates. Oh, approach phase. What the fuck? Why is that? So it was actually going around. That was the flight plan of the going around. All the rest was deleted. That's why. So 10:15 for the QNH. Temperature 25. And put that in. And then wind is already in. It says 312 at 2 knots. That's incorrect because wind direction 200 at 4 knots. So we will put that in. 200 at 4 knots. And speed error still give me that. And then we go to flight plan. So we have still 23 nautical miles to go. We are at 14,000 feet. And so what's next? The landing, I believe. Sean, you were talking about Spanish announcements. Well, I will put the volume a bit up again. There we go.
Contact Tonkinson approach on 119.1. Good day.
119.1 Avianca 320. Tonkinson approach Avianca 320, 12,700 feet.
Oh yeah, I still need to select my runway.
Continue as planned.
Here at 12,000 feet, so nearest airport. And which airport is this? MHTG. So it's the first one. And request a full stop landing. So I hope it's 20 and not the other one. Otherwise I'm screwed again.
Avianca tree 20
So,
Tonkinson
alright.
Tower. Altimeter 29.9, 4 winds 20 9 at 6. Fly left base runway 20.
And so the runway is increased of length, so from 6,112 feet to 7,096 feet. Well, it's long enough. Even 3,000 is long enough. So now we have the dot here, so that's what we were looking for. We also need to use our speed brakes a bit because we are speeding. And then the landing lights come on. It feels like we have everything under control. No, I need to organize myself. And I need to set my brake pedals a bit closer and prepare here. So we put auto brakes on medium. Do we need terrain? We'll put that just in case because there are some hills. So the next one is
2,500.
right. So we go to 6,000 immediately, and then we don't see a shit anymore. So I told you it was clouded. So now we don't see a shit. What are your nerves? My nerves are still okay, but it's just I don't get in my rhythm or organization, and that's a bit the issue. So Malvo, we here need to be at 6,000 feet. What is the height of the runway? 5,000. So we go to 5,000. And actually we are too low. So we have some things already going on. So we set flaps to 1. A lot of things are blinking here. Don't know what that is. You can hear there can be anything below. Indeed. So maybe a bit early for the localizer, and we don't have the localizer because we don't have ILS. And so then we push the approach button. Maybe that will help a bit, and then it goes down quickly. Alright, we set the speed. And we are a bit heavy, so I'll try this for now, and we will see. I also record already, so I don't get distracted. So record, flaps, gear, speed, checklist run today. We are heavy, load again, speed. Yes, we are heavy. So, okay. Yes, the rain, I see that, I see that. So a landing gear down, we will do that already.
Terrain ahead. Pull up.
And it seems we don't go slower. Why is that? So flaps 2. I find we go very low already. We see a soccer field, but I still don't see that damn airport.
1,000.
Oh, there is something. Oh. Okay, we make the turn and then we prepare for landing. Landing rate, please. My plane. And shut up. No time to turn off that noise. It's with the yoke that we land today. So I hope I don't cut the tree here. Yep, okay, we need to go around. That fucking noise. Gear up. So as you can see, and that was not very nice. I get this fucking sound. So my speed brakes were still out. The Disciple, you must love my flight request. Well, it seems to be more difficult than I was expecting, yes. So I've still a problem with my levers. That is not set correctly, it seems. Come on. Alright, see. It's like that. Okay. So put climb thrust, yes, I was trying to do that. So we hope we don't crash here. Where those passengers think they were going?
Terrain ahead. Pull up.
They should relax, damn it. Two
Terrain
bears
ahead.
didn't.
Pull up.
Two bears did on themselves. They are worried. Now it's advertising. All right.
Terrain ahead. Pull up. Terrain ahead.
So we stay low. Actually, don't know what the plan
Terrain
says.
ahead. Pull up.
So we need to go back to Malvo.
Terrain ahead. Pull up.
Maybe we better go to 8,000 feet
Terrain ahead.
to be
Pull
safe.
up.
If the plane wants, of course. When the plane don't want. Oh, wrong button. So we do it all over again. I was actually a bit surprised. I thought, how difficult can it be? Nice. But yes, I'm very surprised with this approach. And if I saw the distance of the runway, I panicked, to be honest. At least we got pretty nice weather. Yes, for one moment it was looking bad, but we will try to do it again, and I try to manage my speed as well, because we are pretty heavy as well, and we are flying for 2 hours and 27 minutes. Normally we needed to land already. And then we were actually a bit early, but now we will be a bit late. Disciple came in a bit low, and you're taking out people preparing their lunch in those apartment buildings. Yeah. So we will do it over, and then yes, actually I came down too fast, and so I needed to pull up. And so now we need to make the turn. If the plane wants to do that, and of course the plane don't want. Okay, so we take manual control and we turn by ourselves then. And how you turn off that noise? That's a shitty thing. Today's landing 1 Brad 2 Zen mode, crash boom or not. Now I know Coca-Cola helps. Well, Coca-Cola always helps. So we're going into the clouds again, and then we have a red message.
Terrain ahead. Terrain ahead. Pull up.
Do we have terrain? Okay. Alright.
Terrain ahead. Pull up.
Maybe we need to watch where we're
Terrain
flying.
ahead. Pull up.
That's the bad thing if Miss Lazy is not here and you need to do everything alone. I need to see where I'm flying. In the meantime, I also need to set my plan, as you can see, and I don't see a shit anymore. So I have the feeling we will crash today. So I will set flaps again. And I try to slow down as well. And we do just everything manually. Shut up. Alright. So actually I need to make the turn. But I can't get back on track yet. I'm trying, and then also try to locate the airport as well. So this will be totally manual. And we lower the landing gear again. And then we try to land again with our yoke. So we have full flaps again.
Terrain ahead. Terrain ahead. Pull up. Terrain ahead. Pull up.
Buffering. It's buffering.
Terrain ahead.
Let me know when it's done.
Terrain ahead. Pull up. Terrain ahead. Pull up.
Second chance, don't miss it, and I don't see anything on my flight plan, so I will put out this thing. Oh, we are back. Nice. Nice. So where is the airport? Do I see the airport? No, I don't see the airport. Do I need to turn or what? I have no visual. I believe it's there and I'm not lined up. Alright. So this will be fantastic landing again. And then I will turn off this shitty auto throttle. So my visual.
Think rate. Think rate. Think rate.
So we try again, and this will be a hard landing.
40-30, retard.
Go down.
Retard. 5.
Will we make it? Okay. So welcome in Honduras.
Going to 121.9
Break.
Avianca 320.
Yes. Damn, I believe that a Vulcan guy So landing lights off, taxi lights on. I don't know, I didn't see what it was, my landing rate. It says 21. And so, turn on ground.
Bienvenidos a Bogotá. Por su seguridad y en atención a las regulaciones deben permanecer sentados con sus cinturones abrochados. Los portaequipajes deben permanecer cerrados, el control remoto debe estar guardado y asegurado. Hasta que el avión se haya detenido por completo y la señal del cinturón haya sido apagada. A partir de este momento pueden hacer uso de sus equipos electrónicos sin restricción alguna. Nuestro personal en el aeropuerto queda a su disposición para asistirles en sus conexiones y recibo de equipajes. No olviden sus objetos personales a bordo. Para nosotros fue un placer atenderles. Esperamos servirles en su vuelo de regreso o próximos viajes. Gracias por volar con Avianca, miembro de Star Alliance. Welcome to... For your safety and in accordance with regulations, you should remain seated with your seatbelt fastened. The overhead bin should remain closed on the hands and so until the aircraft comes to complete stop and the captain turns off the seatbelt sign. From now on, all electronic devices can be used without any restriction. A ground staff in the terminal will be available to help you with any connections and baggage claim requests. Please remember to take all your personal belongings with you. It has been a pleasure to have you on board today. We hope to see you again on your return flight or other journeys. Thank you for flying with Avianca, a Star Alliance member.
Why you are happy? Because I was reading the messages here and the chat, but I could not answer it because those lady was talking and talking. So we park here, and so it was a difficult landing. Also, the touchdown was way too late. I thought the auto brake was on, but I pushed in a panic reaction very quickly the brakes, so maybe it turned off immediately when I touched down, because it was actually a panic reaction to brake as soon as possible. So yeah, it is what it is. We need to see the replay to see anything of it. Landing rating was -21 on one thing. We will keep engines running, of course, for the replay. And why my mouse? Why? Ah, come on. All right, we're back. So Sean, I will not pronounce that name of the airport here or the city or whatever it is. Disciple Lucky, Vitables be like not talking anymore, taking any more flight requests from the disciple. Well, it's okay. The other set 113, that's pretty nice. Landing today from Lanok is 4 of 10. Sean, Vitables, I noticed you didn't use auto brake. No, well, I thought it was on, but didn't check it after our go around. But in a panic, I pushed my brakes manually, so then it turns off immediately. The disciple, damn, 21, nice mate. Lanok, where are you? Why you are happy? Yeah, because I was just reading all the messages. GS77, very nice scenery. Yes, I think so. Sean, and this man really landed on a stick of butter. Well, thank you very much, Sean. Disciple right on. And next flight is in the 146. We depart at Perth in Australia tomorrow evening. Landing was so smooth because the gear was drenched in the sweat of fear and pure terror. Well, yeah. So first of all, I will deplane the people here from THROTTLE, and actually we need to connect that jetway. So we do that. Mass and balance. So actually we cannot deplane everything, or what? Or we need to wait for the jetway. Landok, okay. See you all. Okay, have a wonderful evening or day or whatever, and also a good night. And hope to see you tomorrow as well. So we need to turn off the engines for that, I don't know. So we will check out our airport. And there we go, from the first time. And so, and now that powers up again. And then it will explode. Okay, so testing the engines. So actually this is a very nice scenery. This is a standard airport that comes with the game. The Disciple go off end of the runway at this airport, and it won't be a pretty sight. GH77, oh my, I'm really done for today. Time to go to bed soon, but I want to see the replay and the airport first. Well, I will quickly do it for you. I think everyone wants to go to bed. So this is the airport, the scenery. It's a very nice location. It's a bit crowded, but I like it here. So was never here before. This is the airport itself, not that big, but it looks great. And it's standard. It's no freeware, no payware, and nothing. It's just standard. Why they cannot do that with all the airports? So I like this airport. So we go back to the plane, and then we jump back into the plane for the replay. So actually, I will turn off the engines and okay. THROTTLE gave me a rating of where is it? 27. And if you watch very quickly our other tool that we have, and it's this one, and then we see the landing report, and then we see okay, a 537. Really? Okay, cheater. So we go to the replay very quickly, and we need to stop that first, and then we can play. So this will be the first landing. Sean, do you recommend I try the same flight that gave me troubles yesterday, or abandoned it? The flight that you lost your flight plan in the fly-by-wire? Is that one? So we will speed up a bit. This is the first landing. And then it speeds up again. I don't like that. As you can see, and now that's a bit the problem. If I leave the auto thrust on, then I need to do that, and I need to turn it off. Otherwise, I have that same shit all the time. So we go back, we go around, and we. Oh, okay. So this is our second attempt. Sean, the flight plan was still active, but the plan flew, of course, and autopilot disconnect. Well, maybe you can try it again, the same flight, and see what's happening. But I never had that with a fly-by-wire. So here we were not really lined up properly. So now the engines don't start to spool anymore. So I'm floating. And now we have touched down. And it says 130. And so this was the replay. Let's check it out again. Unlike Innsbruck, they were clapping. Well, I was actually surprised, and it's actually very scary if you need to land on this runway. It looks very short, but you have actually space enough, but it looks like it's very short. And of course, much later than I landed, you don't need to do, because then you will not make it. But if you do it perfectly from the beginning, then just my nose was a bit. So now it was twice. So, and then we will check it from the inside as well.
Approach Avianca 320 is type Airbus, 4 miles north of Tonkinton, 3,900 feet. Request flight following.
Infinite Aviation, welcome to the stream. Hope you are doing well. Sean, did you figure out the reserve thrust issue? It was not only the reserve thrust. In the beginning that was the only problem, but then everything got messed up, and if I give full throttle, it went to reserve thrust, and it was not working, and then it worked for 20 minutes and then it was not working anymore. So, but the problem seems to be solved now. And luckily, otherwise I would go off the runway, but because I needed to have that reverse thrust. So here we have the landing, and now we have a little bit flex on the wing, as you can see. If you went off the runway, you would have been in a ditch, mate. Yeah, well, luckily we didn't go off the runway, and yeah, it was not a perfect landing, but it was smooth. We were just floating, and also again a bit too long with the nose up as well, but otherwise everything was fine the second time. The first time it was not good. So, and that I have always the problem with the auto throttle. If you put your nose a bit too high, it starts to spin faster and faster, and then you go just up again. So I like to turn that off. So the second time I turned it off, and then we didn't have that problem again, because actually that was the problem the first attempt, that I could not land. So you need to turn it off. Also in the Airbus, in the PMDG 737, I turn it off. So actually I need to make bind a knob on it that I can just do it on the yoke and the joystick, that I can turn it off there, or another button that I can reach for very easily. So for tomorrow's flight, we will go to Perth in Australia, and we fly to Epsilon C and F, so Yankee Charlie Nike Foxtrot. Not sure which airport that is. I will try to check it out very quickly for you, and I will already put it online as well. And I don't know what the flight time will be, so it's still on private, so it's public right now. So the flight for tomorrow will be a nifty airport in Australia. And so that will be the airport, destination airport for tomorrow. So a nifty airport, Australia. I also think that is a flight from the Disciple. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it's from Perth to a nifty airport, and that will be in the fly-by-wire, in the Just Flight British Aerospace 146 in the 300. So that's it. And also I will close the poll. So 29% for On-Air Company, and 29% for A Pilot's Life V2, and 43% don't change anything and just do random flights like we do now. So, but anyway, Friday at 11 o'clock my time, or around that, I will do a stream with A Pilot's Life or On-Air Company, so during the day, just to test out, and then we will see what will happen after. So I end the poll here. The Disciple, what speed was your approach? You remember looking quite fast? Yes, I came in quite fast because we are very heavy loaded. So it was 150, 155 or something that I was selected. I could not go lower because we were pretty heavy. The Disciple, no, I didn't make that request, mate. Must be part of your plan. Well, it's possible. Yeah, because a nifty airport, it's a mining. It has something to do with mining. So I thought it came from you. That's why. But if you didn't request it, then it will be part of my planning. So we will do that for tomorrow, and I'm actually looking forward to it, and I will start the plane up in my way, and then we will see how it will go, of course. So for now, I wish you all a very well night rest. Also a very nice evening, and for the people from the other side of the world, in Australia, New Zealand, a wonderful morning and a wonderful day. So GS77, and thanks for watching and supporting me. Also the Disciple, thanks for everything. Sean and Lennox, thank you very much, and I wish you all the best. And I hope to see you tomorrow again for our next stream in the 146. It will be fun, I believe. Oh, nope. Disciple sounds cool. Flight, I like Pert. And oh, nope. Sleep well, mate. See you tomorrow. Sleep well to Jit, mate, and Sean. Lanok, take care. So thanks for watching, guys, and see you tomorrow. Bye bye.